Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to lesson 1.7, Subtract Whole Numbers. Please pause to write the lesson number and title in your notebook. Today's lesson objective is I can subtract whole numbers and determine whether solutions are reasonable. Please pause to write the lesson objective in your notebook. In today's lesson, we're going to be subtracting whole numbers. Let's look at our Unlock the Problem. Mount Bear and Mount Bona are two mountains in Alaska. Mount Bear is 14,831 feet tall, and Mount Bona is 16,421 feet tall. How much taller is Mount Bona than Mount Bear? When we see these words, how much taller, that tells me that I'm going to subtract. So our first step is we want to estimate. We rounded 14,000 and 16,000, so we can subtract them. And I know that 16 is just one more than 15, so their difference is going to be about 1,000. Now, if our answer is way more or way less than 1,000, we know that we're not quite right. So let's do the math and see if we're close. The first thing that we do is we subtract the ones place. 1 minus 1 is 0. Then I have to subtract the 2 from the 3. But if I have 2 things, I can't take away 3 things. So I'm going to borrow from the 4 with that line there and make it a 3. Then I move over the 1 from the 3. So now I have 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. So I have 12 tens before I subtract. Now I'm going to go to our next line. We crossed that out and made it a 3, but if I have 3, I can't take away 8. So I have to borrow from the 6. So this becomes a 5. And now I have 13 on top. So 13 minus 8 is 5. So I have 13 hundreds minus 8 hundreds is 500. Now we have our thousands. So remember, I crossed out the 6 and made it a 5, and I can do 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4 is 1, and then I'm left over with 1 minus 1 equals 0. So there's no 0 in front. It's just our answer here, 1,590. So Mount Bona is 1,590 feet taller than Mount Bear. Since 1,590 is close to our estimate of 1,000, we know that our answer is reasonable. Now let's do the try this section. In the try this section, we're not going to check with rounding and estimating. We're going to check with addition to see if our answer is right. So the first thing we do is we subtract, and these are our first two numbers. So we had 1,590. That's the same answer we got before. But now instead of checking with rounding, we're going to check with addition. So that means we're going to take our answer and we're going to take our number that we subtracted from, and we're going to add them back together to see if we can get the big number we started with. So let's add. 0 plus 1 is 1. 9 plus 3 is 12. So I have a 2 down here, and I carry the 1. 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 1 is 14. 4 plus 2 is 6. And 1 plus 0 is 1. So here's my number, 16,421, which is what we started with. So we're doing great. We will continue on with the share and show section tomorrow in class. You're almost finished. Remember to go back to your teacher's website and fill out the exit slip. See you tomorrow.